continuing our chat about foundations. So foundation number 1 is proper hydration. Foundation number 2 is high quality sleep. And foundation number 3 is circadian rhythm sequencing. So one of the reasons that I really encourage having your foundations set is that any other thing that you want to try, biohacking, even disease management, cleanses, maintenance, longevity, for them, whatever you're doing to promote those things or cultivate those things, your body to be able to effectively manage what you're asking it to do needs to have these foundations in place. So you could be trying all kinds of different approaches, but with one of these missing, that extracurricular approach may not be very helpful for you. So circadian rhythm sequencing is number 3. And the reason that this is so important is that we are connected with nature. Inherently, we are part of creation. And the further that we disconnect from creation, the more our physical bodies and our soul and our spirit disconnect from each other. And so that's the primary reason. And then there's science that backs it in terms of we have a circadian clock that is powered and ran by the sun. So if you're not getting sunlight at the proper times of day, you could have hormone dysregulation, you can have sleep dysregulation, you can have a lot of outcomes like obesity can happen, mood changes. So it's all connected to getting sunlight at the proper times of day, because it actually goes through your eyeballs and hits a part of your brain that sets the clock for how your day is going to go. And there are actually other minor clocks that are also set. One thing I would note is that I would separate vitamin D from the sunshine out from circadian rhythm sequencing. It is a part of it, but because vitamin D is huge in the nutrition world, we'll talk about that separate when we talk about micronutrition in step 4. Step 3, getting up, getting sunlight in your eyes before 10 a.m., preferably closer to sunrise if possible, for 10 to 20 minutes. Getting out at sunset so you can trigger melatonin. All of these things, circadian rhythm, getting out in nature and being exposed to creation actually helps your body stay in tuned and in function. So we have a lot of barriers to that these days because of the ease of the easy button and being inside all the time. Blue lights, our phones, synthetics that we're wearing on our feet and on our bodies. We have lots of barriers to connecting with creation. And so it's really important. I would put grounding in circadian rhythm sequencing, because the more we're connected in creation to creation naturally, the more opportunity our body has to stay in proper sync. So I talked about your eyeballs a minute ago, but your skin has sensors on it. Your hair is a sensor. Your eyeballs are a sensor. Your nose, your olfactory nerve is a sensor. And the more that we are not outside and in the sunlight and natural light, the more disconnected our body's pathways internally are. So primary, even before nutrition, sunlight rays is a form of food for the body, because it lines up signaling pathways, also known as hormones and neurotransmitters and those things, in the proper sequence. So when you do feed your body with food, edible food, it can actually do things with it that it's meant to. There's a lot more biochemistry behind this and research, but I'm just trying to keep it simple. So just sharing that with you. So things like blue light blockers, getting outside before 10 a.m., catching the sunset, and being careful to be low inflamed. If you haven't been out in the sun and you are getting more exposed to the sun slowly, there is a way to do it, because if you haven't activated the melanin in your skin and you do burn, it is dangerous for you. So there's this sequence of doing the things to protect you as we go through. So staying properly hydrated, making sure you've gotten your sleep, then get sun at optimal times of the day. Put an app on your phone so you can track that. Try not to burn, those kinds of things. Very important, even before food that goes in your face. If you have any questions on this, drop it in the comments. It's part of the foundations that I teach. If you're missing light in your life and you're doing all the other things, you still could be coming up against some resistance and seeing the outcome of the goals that you want to achieve. So anyways, hope you have a great day. Catch you on Foundation 4.